Hey, this is Andy Grist. This week we'll be working on playing balls out of the back, and the earlier part of the week we're talking about the distribution and the receiving of those players. Ideally, as we know, as the first attacker, where our primary objective is can we score, and we know from this position, or even anywhere down the field through here, the chance to score is very limited. So we'll assume that we're playing out of the defensive third, okay, and that the primary objective, if we can't score and we can't dribble to score, is can we get it to somebody who can score, and ideally if we can put them into a position where we eliminate defenders. So ideally the ball over the top, putting these players in behind, is key. Now I realize a lot of players have not only the difficulty of being able to play a ball that length, but to be able to play it effectively, where by the time that it travels, that these players can drop in and cover, is going to be very limited through this part of the season, and maybe going into the next with some players. But we'll work on these skills. We'll try to improve on that skill. But for now, we're going to talk about this ball being played through into this position right here, and ideally, again, balls played direct on the floor get there quicker than a ball being played in the air. Plus, it's easier for this player to be able to receive a ball that's played to their feet instead, again, being played in the air. So, the ability to play these 30 yards, 25-yard balls on the floor are going to be key for us to gaining success in attacking the goal. Now, you could say, well, let's use these midfielders, and we can do that. That is the option. But ideally, if anytime we can, we try to play the ball in here. And it's not just a matter of playing in here. It's, do we play it on the inside, or do we play it on the outside of that player? And ideally, we're always looking to play that inside ball first, so that this player is able to find the other forward with another ball and put them into a scoring position. Or if we were down further in front of the other goal, that this player could turn inside and take the shot at their goal. So now, really, as we progress through the week, we will talk more tactically. The other technical part earlier in the week is playing these balls to these people here. They may be able to receive the ball, play the ball down the line, play the ball in behind, or play the ball into feet. So the receiving, the movement, and passing of all these players here is our primary goal as far as the skill in the earlier part of the session. So we'll probably continue on through next week with this as well. Passing, receiving, dribbling, these are mostly the main components. Shooting itself is really a pass into the goal. Whether it's driven, where it's crossed or chipped, it's exactly the same kind of skill. So we'll play the goal as well. But for the earlier part, today we're going to be working on, this Monday, we're going to be playing these balls through, working combinations through the outside midfielder. Now, as we progress through the week, we're going to talk tactically, and we're going to look at, again, going back to the earlier video on containment, we can see now the importance of width. Alright, if these players, and of course this is not giving width, it's obviously going inside, but it kind of gives you an idea of them spreading apart, how it opens up this passing lane through the middle. Now, if these guys were doing a very better job of defending, they would be pinched in and eliminating that low ball through the middle and keeping these players in front of them so that they could apply pressure and not get beaten in behind. So it is important, not only do these players give us some width, that they're also checking back to the ball, and that way they're giving themselves more space, okay? But if these players have to step up, the ball's being played through, they've got less time to react before the ball gets past them. So by dropping and showing wide, hopefully what it does is it opens up this ball to this forward in through this position. So we will move into playing into a 4v2 and then a 4v3 and applying more pressure on our forwards later through the week. So, but this is the basic concept tactically that we'll be concerned with later through the week. And obviously, as we progress through the season, if they put a stopper in here and we're finding it very difficult to penetrate because they've overloaded this side of the field, then we'll talk about how we can then switch the ball. Okay, and this play obviously gives us depth to the other side of the field, okay, and how we can then bring the ball back around or play the ball through the midfield and attack in through the other side. But for this week, we're mostly concerned about how bringing the ball out of one side of the field and utilizing these players on our attack.